your conversations. It's high noon. Silencio. Silencia. Silence, please. All right, welcome. It is high noon. It's high noon, and it's time for LA2M. Did anybody from Detroit remember the it's 12 noon Farmer Jack savings time? Time to save on grapes? Yeah, I used to love that. My WJR childhood, driving around with my dad.
WCHB, WJLB.
Okay.
Martha G.
So, anyways, this is LA2M. Thank you for being here. This is a wonderful crowd. You're very large in your nature. We appreciate it. I feel like this is a Bernie Sanders rally or something. No political talk. But anyways, this is LA2M, formerly known as Lunch and Arbor Marketing. We bring in brilliant speakers and we talk about marketing. LA2M is a 501c3 nonprofit. We've been doing this now for 8 years. And we used to meet weekly, but now we're monthly, just because it's more manageable. And any first timers? Anyone first time? Okay, welcome. You picked a good one to come out to. If you don't know me, my name is Derek Marabon, and I run a company called Ingenix Digital Marketing, a full-service digital agency specializing in lead generation. So we're very interested in topics like Facebook marketing, which is a great way to promote your business. Let's see, what do I want to say? Just to give you an idea of format today. So we start at noon, we always end at 1. At 12:45, there will be a chance for introductions. And it's going to be quite a challenge with the large room, but we've done it before. We get all the way around the room with introductions in 15 minutes. And then at 1 we end, and you go home and you go off into the beautiful daylight, and you go help others. So, but just remember, when we do the introductions, you got to be like succinct. Some people are long-winded, so be succinct. Like my name's Derek. I do this, and then pass the mic to your buddy, and then you can meet friends afterwards. We do live stream. You can live stream, watch right from our website. So if you don't make it to one of these, you can watch the live stream. Roger Rayle does the live stream. He's all volunteer, great guy. Carter Sherline does all the volunteer photography. I volunteer to run these. So thank you for being here, because it wouldn't be as fun without you. Also, I encourage you to live tweet. You can tweet at LA2M or use hashtag LA2M. And I think Tom's going to talk about some great topics. So feel free to tweet it, post some pictures, show the size of the room, because it's nice for others to see who aren't here. You guys are the lucky ones that are here. It's a pretty good day to be here. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our Vice President, Jim Musil, who's going to talk about sponsorship.
Thanks, Derek. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is a great crowd. I think all we need to do is put like Facebook or Twitter in our announcement, and we seem to get a bigger crowd. So it's a great topic, and we're really excited about it. And that's what's great about LA2M is the great topics and speakers that we bring in here. But we couldn't do this without you guys being here and with the help of our sponsors. We do offer monthly sponsorship here, so if you have a company or you work for a company that would like to promote yourselves here in the Ann Arbor area, and specifically at these meetings, please see me afterward. I'd be happy to talk to you about sponsorship. We do have a new annual sponsor, and we're really happy and fortunate for that. That company is Taxco, and I don't know, is anyone from Taxco here? They were supposed to be here, but they're a full-service accounting firm in Plymouth, and they are our annual sponsor, and we're very appreciative of them. If they were here, they'd tell you a little bit more in depth about it, but I'm sure you can find them on the web, and they'll be at future meetings as well. So we're really fortunate to have them as sponsorship. We're really fortunate to have you guys here, so we hope you'll enjoy the presentation. If you do, please come back and see us again. You can find us on Facebook, see our website. Please share it with your colleagues and your friends. We'd love to have them here as well. We'll have another powerful speaker next month, and you'll hear about that at the end. But we're here, we're going to be here each month. You'd love to promote your business, this is a great place to do it. So welcome, and look forward to the presentation.
Thank you, Jim. One thing, I am wearing my fashionable AFC Ann Arbor scarf. Anybody been to an AFC Ann Arbor soccer game? Anyone? A couple people? 2 of you? Okay, we'll go. I bought these season passes, right? And then they sent me a scarf. And they send me like fancy tickets, and it's really fun. They have games at Pioneer, and it's local soccer. It's great community. So if you like soccer, if you like live sports, it's a good, reasonably priced family activity for you to go. AFC Ann Arbor. And okay, so without further ado, our speaker today is a longtime friend of mine. I was fortunate to meet him back when I first moved to Ann Arbor in 2003, 2004. His name is Tom Meloche. And he's cool, he's really smart. Those of you that know him know how smart he is. He's one of the smartest people I know. And he also wrote a book about Facebook advertising, which is in its second edition. And it's really the definitive guide to Facebook advertising. I hear that he has some copies, so $20, good deal, right? I've read this, it's brilliant, and they just updated it and relaunched it. So we use Facebook, our clients use Facebook, it's wonderful, and that's obviously why you're all here. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Tom Meloche to our LA2M.
Hello. Hello. They're going to adjust sound. Hopefully you can all hear me. It's fun to be here. What a great group. It's fun to be in a group where like Erica Shapiro is here, who I've known for 30 years. We went to college together at the University of Michigan studying computer engineering. Sandra Simon is here, who worked in one of my first real jobs I worked with at Accuson. So I have a long time history in this town. People who I've known for a long period of time. And I've actually been out of town for several years down in San Antonio, and we moved back just this summer, working with a large client in my second sort of business, which is agile software development. But we're today here to talk about Facebook, and specifically to give you lots of practical tips. This is Facebook Now, like Apocalypse Now, only Facebook. We'll get directly to it, except there's me actually at Facebook. Right, I've been in Facebook a few times, not because I wrote a best-selling book on Facebook, but because my son-in-law works there. And so another great way to get inside information on Facebook is to marry into it. And they have really good free food. If you're ever out in the area, it's worth visiting just for the buffet. What's going on in Facebook? The revolution is continuing, right? 1.59 billion monthly active users, right? 65% of that number uses it daily, right? For an average of 20 minutes per user. It's become one of the best ways to get out and reach people, as if you're like reaching them on television, but so much better. I'm going to explain how and why. I add this up, I do a little bit of math. I'm like, that's 4.2 trillion inches of ad space I have access to every month. They're trying to sell. If they don't sell it, it goes away. 4.2 trillion. That's 18.25 times the number of stars in the galaxy. There is a huge opportunity to reach people with really affordable, when you have that many inches of ad space, it ends up being really affordable as well. So what are the tips? What are the tips? Oh, I didn't say. So I'm working here, my partner Leslie Nagel. We're working with WiseTise, which is a name we created. Leslie was a childhood friend of my daughter's, and is incredibly highly educated, class valedictorian, Richard, degree in literature, one of the smartest people. Came back, I'm like, well, let's do some advertising together. That would be fun, and has a natural copywriter in looking for phrases and slogans. Right here, right now, right in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Within 10 miles, I can reach 230,000 people. Men and women between the ages of 18 and 65. I can reach everyone within 10 miles of, by the way, it's that little circle drawn. It shows you where they are. I can reach everyone within 10 miles. If I am Conor O'Neill's and I'm throwing an event, it might be very reasonable to advertise on Facebook at their price to all 230,000 people who live within 10 miles when I'm throwing an event.
Tom, how did you generate what is that screen?
That screen is actually from the targeting interface, the advertising interface inside of Facebook. So when you go to create an ad, they give you the ability to hyper-target. I can target everyone. I can target people who have recently been here. I can target people who have traveled from someplace else and are here now. So depending on the amount of targeting you can do in Facebook based upon the business you're in is incredible. And this is just the very first piece. I can hyper-target people by age, by gender, by the language they use on Facebook. So I can target people who have traveled from someplace else, who are in Ann Arbor now, whose primary language is Spanish. And I can get my ad in front of them if I'm offering some sort of Spanish product for people who are traveling to Ann Arbor. Hyper target. I can hyper target almost anything. I can target interests, education level, wealth, politics, hobbies, life events, behaviors, relationship status. This means I can write an ad that is hitting people who just express this interest. Just this interest. You pick it. If it's in there, they'll let you target it. I can target people who have a lot of money, just them, who live within 5 miles of Conor O'Neill's. I can target, say, Conor O'Neill's, this could happen, probably won't, say Conor O'Neill's has a Justin Bieber night. I can target people who are fans of Justin Bieber. Specifically, I could target women between the ages of 25 and 37 who live within 6 miles of Conor O'Neill who like Justin Bieber. This is what hyper-targeting means. By the way, there are 1,600 of them. And the cost to get a message in front of all 1,600 of them is about 10 cents each. That's not like one impression. That may be 5 or 6 impressions of your ad in front of the women of that age range who like Justin Bieber, who live close to Conor O'Neill's. Question?
I noticed that industry was not up on your list. Is industry also?
Industry's available there, yeah. In fact, every time I go in, I actually have, on no given day, any idea of what I can really target inside of Facebook. It's such a dynamic environment that they keep creating new targets all of the time. So if something that you looked for wasn't there a year ago, look for it now. And you can get creative. I'm doing some work right now for a dentist. I can target people within 3 miles of the dental office who just moved to the area, who just got a new job, who just got engaged, who just got married. What does that likely mean? New insurance. New customer, change of state of insurance. There's so many ways to target inside of this platform for the business you want. And the goal is that I can't advertise to 1.5 billion people. That's way too many people to pay to get an ad in front of. But if I'm at Conor O'Neill's and I'm putting on the Justin Bieber event, I can easily afford to put an ad for like $5 in front of those people. I can get an ad in front of all 1,600 of those people cheaper than I can mail a postcard to them. Yeah?
You were mentioning people that are new to the city or got a new job and different new segments. So when you look at how effective the ads are, is there a way for you to tell which one of those it was?
So generally when you're looking for effectiveness of ads, what you want to do. So the question is, when you target all of these things, can you see what's most effective? There will be in the reporting interface things that will pull those apart, especially the demographics, age and sex. And often to pull apart interests, if you bundle them together, you want to put them into separate ads, and then you can track the interests separately. There's so much depth to this interface. There's too much depth. This is why you need people like Derek. This is why you need people like me to deal with some of this for you, right? Because if you're going to really deep dive, you actually need some help, right? But I've done the best I can. I've written like a big book that you can dive into and try to figure it out. But the book, anything that's over a month old, it keeps changing. Here's what's interesting. As near as I can tell, you can sell almost anything on this platform. It used to be we had real limits as to what you can sell, but 1.5 billion people spending that much time on, if you can capture their interest, you can sell them something. I was working with an artist in New Orleans who sold posters, right, to fans. Some of his posters sell for as much as $1,000 because that gold is real gold. He advertises and sells on Facebook. He's closing sales from hundreds to thousands of dollars with people typically on their mobile phone using the Facebook interface. Those of you who've been doing Google AdWords for a while, I have a warning for you. By the way, anyone recognize the mouth? Warning, right? Facebook customers are not your Google search customers. There's a whole bunch of the differences, but I'm going to hit a couple really quickly. The first is, a Google customer looking for a dentist goes to Google and types in dentist. This is really easy to figure out how to advertise to. You advertise the keyword dentist, and when someone types in dentist, you put up an ad. Facebook, no one's going to Facebook looking for a dentist. Right? And there's too many people potentially within my range to advertise to. I have to be clever about who I'm going to advertise to, the targeting I mentioned earlier, people who just moved in, people who just got married. I have to be clever about how I put the message in front of them. Perry Marshall, who's a co-author of this book, who's heard of Perry Marshall before? Interesting guy, fun hanging out, spent time at his house, can tell stories, not on tape. Love Perry. By the way, that's my Trump impersonation. Love Perry, great guy. Only the best about Perry. What Perry says is, people don't come to Facebook to think. They come to Facebook to stop thinking. By the way, all of you posting those long political diatribes, that's me. No one reads them. They come to Facebook to stop thinking. Randy. Randy posts these long, intricate things. I read them. We got one reader. So, they're not looking for anything, they're just there to have fun. And we don't have any idea what's in their mind at any given point in time. We have to be much more creative in our advertising. We talk about the tactical triangle. This is a Perry Marshall thing, right? Where it's like you have to plan for traffic. It is really easy for me to get you traffic from Facebook, right? Because I've done it a lot. It's probably really easy for you sometimes at the business you're in to get traffic yourself just by reading a book. The problem is traffic isn't enough. I then have to engage them and in some sort of conversation that C actually represents convert. Right? I got to drive them to a sale, and then after I'm done with that, I have to do an analysis of what I spent to get them, what I make on the sale, look at the economics, that's the E, and figure out if this whole thing makes sense. If I get that triangle working, I can continue to invest in the triangle. Right? A fair percentage of my clients, if they don't let me work on the landing page and the sales afterwards, it really doesn't work for them. Because it's not enough to drive traffic. I'm going to give an example from concealed carry. I know I'm in Ann Arbor, it might get me in trouble. But I will work for anyone. I will say right now on the public record, Hillary Clinton, I will run ads for you. Bernie, I'll run ads for you. Donald, I'll run ads for you. Anybody. Right? I'm a marketer. I love selling. I'll package the project. This was a customer, they were just taking training. They try to sell concealed carry knowledge and insurance. Right? This was up, they had it up, they spent $20,000, they'd driven about 10,000 people to this page. And it's like, no, the rule is you don't come to Facebook to think, you come to Facebook to stop thinking. How well did they do? It's just way too much to look at. Right? They listened to a lecture not like this, they went home, and they did something that looked like this. Tighter, better, more focused. Right? Still way too much text. If you look at what they do now, it's like a fifth or a tenth of this. But this alone, just by changing the focus, just by driving people really quickly to an opt-in, give me your name, I will send you the free report, this alone had real economics for them. So during the course of the class I was teaching, this is like the first time I taught a Facebook class years ago, so they won a class prize. So I still use them as an example. They did a total ad spend of $980. That brought in 7,159 clicks. It also led to 6,200 likes. At that time they were using a fan gate. Almost nobody uses that anymore, putting up a like before you give it. Because it just turns out people are so engaged that just get them into your offer and they'll like your page. Their click-through rate at the time was 0.147%. We're going to talk about that in a minute. This was before they were putting ads in the news feed. Right? People were making money on Facebook when your conversion rate was 0.147%. Anyone know what it's coming in at now with a well-written ad? 100 times that. You can get a 14% click-through rate on a well-written ad to a good targeted audience. The opportunity with ads in the news feed has gotten so much better. If you haven't tried Facebook in the last 4 years, you got to try it again. Because the game totally changed. When I taught this class, the very first time, I was telling people if you could get a 0.05% click-through rate with the old ads that were only on the side, you might have a viable business. So by the way, your click-through rate went way through the roof. The cost also went way through the roof, but not proportionally. The cost went up 10 times when the click-through rate went up 100 times. It's been a really good deal. That's Trump again. It's a really good deal, people. A really good deal. Right? I used to have people come to me all the time, I can't get customers on Facebook, I've tried and it doesn't work. Look, we busted that myth. It's out there, it's working to billions of dollars. The news feed and the mobile have made it really work. If you haven't tried it lately, try it again. Right? If it's still not working, pick up a couple of the books and read them. If it's still not working, call me, call Derek, call probably some of the other marketers in the room who've made this work. It works. By the way, I looked up concealed carry. They're now at 1.7 million fans. Remember, when they started the class, they had 10,000 fans. By the time they finished the class, every time they added a fan, they were already making money. And the fans are in a follow-up program with long-term plans to sell and create revenue. Long-term plans to build that customer over time. That's the economics.
Tom, is this just for B2C versus B2B?
So the question is this just for B2B, B2C? No, it's for everything now. It's for B2C. You can do B2B. Why can you do B2B? 4 years ago, I'd have said, not so good for B2B. Well, it turns out everyone brought their cell phone to work that's now a smartphone, and they couldn't actually look at Facebook while they were at work before. But now, they're looking at it on their break time. I'm sure it's not too much. Right? They're good people, honest people looking at Facebook, right? Only doing it at break time. But they're there. You can reach people at business with a business message while they're there. They'll respond to it at business for their business. Right? By the way, there's way more than B2B and B2C. Right? There's B2BC. There's all sorts of other ways you can begin to think up who you might be selling to. It just is so, they're people. And if they're people and they're on Facebook, you can get a message in front of them. You can get a message in front of them and make it appealing enough that they give you their email address so you can follow up with them. And I'm going to talk about a couple different ways you can follow up with them. 1.7 Facebook is amazing. This is me being amazed at Facebook, right? It is amazing to me that I can now run a campaign that gets 13.5% click-through rates. When I first started trying to do this and trying to get like 0.05 or higher, right? They monetize the news feed, they put ads in, people click on those ads, they engage with those ads. If the ad is good, you can get them to talk to you, right? So the other tip is when you're thinking about Facebook ads, look at everything you do first on mobile. What does it look like on a mobile phone? Why? Because it's likely 80% or more of your traffic is coming from mobile. Just look at the stats. They will show you that stat, by the way. Are they coming from an iPad? Are they coming from mobile? Right? You can even target a specific type of mobile device. If you're selling an Android app, you can target to sell that's literally to go install the app for an Android phone only to people using Android phones. You can target that ad only to people using Android phones who make over $100,000 a year. There's so many ways to target. Right? By the way, I feel like everything is obsolete. I'm still, I don't know for the rest of you, I'm still learning what it means for everything to be mobile. Right? I just know that we got to look at it first on mobile before we look at it anyplace else and make sure it works on mobile. Why? Because that's where the customers are. Right? Tip number 4, try to meet real needs. This is an incredibly boring ad. I know, I wrote this ad. All right? CMT Survivors Guide. I literally just clipped the top of their webpage. Right? I hacked this together, I think, in Paint. Right? I'm not even using Photoshop. I shoved it up there. This free guide contains 7 important tips for people with CMT. That's not even an original headline. But wait, there's one thing that's original about it. Anyone pick it up? For people with CMT. Now, that's a disease. A disease I have, a disease my daughter has. I do pro bono work for the Sharp and Tooth Association. My daughter works for them full time, so she's constantly getting me to do more pro bono work, like this ad. Right? There's nothing interesting about this ad except it's being advertised to people who find it interesting. And they click through at such a rate that I'm paying for this ad 2 cents a click. Don't tell me that the fundamentals still don't matter. Am I reaching the right people with the right message? If I'm reaching the right people with the right message today on Facebook, I can get responses at 2 cents a click. Can I expect this for most of my work? Absolutely not. What should you be expecting? Expect about $1 a click. If you can do $1 a click, probably doing okay. Make it work. Make the conversion work. Make the economics work. People often say, Facebook didn't work for me. And I asked them to describe what it did. And they're like, well, it went up and then it began to go down. I'm like, oh, no, that's not Facebook not working. That's how Facebook works. You have an audience, you put an ad in front of them. After a while, they stop clicking on that same ad. Write a new ad. By the way, that old ad, file it away, show it years from now, they'll start clicking at it again, just like they did the first time. It's just like any sort of broadcast media. They're sitting there, you got to hit them again with new ads. By the way, anyone know why you can't set it and forget it? That's why Ron Bopeel's rotisserie cooker is sitting there.
Hey Tom.
Yeah.
Question. What's the average length of a campaign before it starts to lose interest? 1 week, 2 weeks?
I have no idea. So I've had some that run for 6 months before it, we call that ad fatigue, before it fatigues. Right? And often that's because I'm advertising to a bigger audience. So if I'm advertising to the whole United States, it seems to get away with running a much longer time. If I'm advertising to like a local area, if I'm doing some local ads, probably 30 days. And you'll see fatigue and you'll want to cycle something in. By the way, there's so many new forms of ads. Right? What's wrong with this picture? I got a few more minutes to get a few more tips in. What's wrong with this picture? There's a little pixel in the upper right-hand side. That it's a function, I can see that pixel because I installed something from Facebook. This tells me, do these people have a Facebook cookie on them? The answer is no. There's no cookie on this website. What does this Facebook cookie mean? Why do I want this on my website? I want this on my website because people go and visit my website who then later go on to Facebook, and I can run an ad on Facebook to people who visited my website. I can run an ad, now we're getting to clever targeting, to people who visited my website 4 days ago. I can set time things. I can run an ad to people who visited my website 4 days ago and haven't yet liked my Facebook page. I can do some of these very clever operations to engage people and to re-engage them on Facebook. Right, for the CMTA, when Bethany and I did this, 13,500 people visited the website. Those of you who are advanced students of marketing, come up to me afterwards and I'll tell you something interesting about this. All right, here's Conor O'Neill's. Figured, hey, we're at Conor O'Neill's. Does Conor O'Neill's have the tracking cookie on it? No. Right? Any of you, Conor O'Neill's is your customer. What's the fastest, easiest thing you can do for them? Put the cookie on the website. Right? Run an ad to the people who visit Conor O'Neill's on Facebook saying, hey, you like Conor O'Neill's, come like our page. By the way, right, it's watch it live. And now you get them to engage you in social media. There's a good chance they will like you. All right, this one there's no excuse, because I mentioned, all right, second version of it, I mentioned Zingerman's by name. The first book. All of you doing marketing in town, shame on you. Why haven't you sold this yet? Why does Zingerman's not have a tracking cookie on? So Zingerman's, I'm going to poke on Zingerman's more. Zingerman's, this is a free tip for you, for Zingerman's. Anyone here working for Zingerman's? All right, they should be. Their marketing people should be here right now. Everyone who's bought from Zingerman's mail order? Yeah, a bunch of you, right? My wife does. My wife's in the front row. Renee, thank you for coming. My wife has bought from Zingerman's. You can upload into Facebook your email and phone list. And you can target people whose email address or phone is found in Facebook. You can create a custom advertising list from your existing mailing list. This is so incredibly powerful. It blows your mind. And people are not using it who should be using it. One of the reasons I like to talk about this, I want to raise the knowledge of the whole marketing Ann Arbor community. I want a more successful Ann Arbor community. Right? That's why I love this program. I love what you guys do in hosting and facilitating. But I went the wrong way. Conor O'Neill's, Zingerman's, right? Custom audiences, right? That's what they call something you upload from a mailing list or a phone list. That's what you call something you build from you can literally build audiences of people who visited a page on your website on a certain day. Incredibly powerful targeting tools, especially if you're doing any sort of direct mailing. They'll also look at your custom audience, any audience that you get or load in there, and say, when we look at all of the demographics, sociographics, psychographics of these people, we have another list that you could try to advertise to that we think looks a lot like your first list. Does this work for you? It actually works amazingly better than just targeting everybody. Right? But something to test. So let's get down to a few practical things. Right? How would you like to fill a conference you're hosting for $250? Right? When we host a CNTA conference, this is, I think, literally the graphic on the ad. By the way, you'll often see smaller text on image ads. It's because they won't let you advertise an image that has more than 20% of it as text. So you got to be very clever to make it work. At a CNTA conference, you are not alone. Join us in Stanford, California, September 27th. 2014. Run the simple ad, target the people. Why do I like people to like a page? Why do I like to capture that they visited my page? I'm trying to understand people who have an interest in this subject so that when something comes up that I want to do, I can get an ad just in front of those people. And getting an ad just in front of those people is why it only cost me $250. By the way, real estate agents in the room might be an interesting target to advertise people who are traveling to the area, looks like they've just got a new job, but don't live here yet. Can you target those people in Facebook? Yeah. I don't know what'll work. There's so many ways to target that you don't know. But that was a throw out for you, Missy.
Thank you.
Here's something. Can you still advertise? Could you actually advertise something that's fitness related? Right? I used an image, and often what you're doing here is you're now trying to find an image that works. Right? I use this image. Many people accidentally diet away muscle. This is from a firm that actually sells these scans, and then they have a program where you train and you lose weight, and they measure your muscle. I got fitness clicks for that for 50 cents a piece. I don't know what's going to interest any given person. It's so contextual, right? Interest is contextual. So this is an ad we ran for a school in Austin. The option to attend the college of your dreams and the ability to change your world now. They basically had no creative. They wanted to run an ad for something that they were going to immediately do. This was the only image they had, which is something they produced for their website. So I put up that image going, well, at least it's colorful. Right? It's a school that's using the word incubator. It's a very weird experiment. But I targeted people in Austin. Any of you know Austin? It's like the Ann Arbor, Texas. Right? People in Austin interested in alternative education. Got a really good click-through and response rate from really what's a very crappy ad because it hit their interest. I was doing this for free for them, and it worked. I do occasional pro bono work for things I like. Tip number 8, this is really coming from my daughter, who's doing full-time social media work for this nonprofit. Your page is really becoming more and more of a channel. This is a big shift. It's no longer just this side thing. People who buy products from a product company, they will talk about how quickly you respond to a complaint on your Facebook page or a request. They're actually sharing that information now. And they're using it to make decisions about where they're going to buy. This is my way of saying, depending on the business you're in, whether you like it or not, you're probably buying into being way more attentive to your Facebook page than you originally thought if you're doing a bunch of selling, right? That little red circle in the lower left, that's Facebook reporting to on your page how responsive you are. At this point, it was 100% response rate within 5 minutes is what this page is doing that my daughter's managing. Right? There's all sorts of other things that are happening. It's like every day, new things. Right now for a nonprofit, you can have a donate now button right on the page. People click that button and they donate. For your page, you can have a call to action button, right? Something to order, ways to get more information. They're continuing to they're recognizing that these pages are becoming a channel and they're doing more to support them. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Right, the message center right now has ways for you to have a little autoresponder in, ways for you to have a stack of standard messages that you respond to for people. They're doing more to support. When you do events, they're now letting, this is really cool for this particular group. They have a place where you can say, I can subscribe to an event, and they'll only show you the event that are near you. So CMTA can put in their 50 events that are occurring all over the country. You've subscribed to the events, but they only show the ones that are near you. So they're doing more to make this much more of an interesting channel. I only have like a couple minutes left. I'm going to hit one more thing, right? These don't even count as ad inches. I just grabbed these yesterday. The one on the left was posted by my cousin, Kelly. The one on the right from a local Ann Arborite, an artist, Wendy. Both of these are just things that were posted on a page. They showed up in my news feed because friends who I regularly interact with like them. And these are basically advertisements. These take somebody someplace else to engage with their business, with their brand, and with their product. So, and it's free. No one paid for it. If you ran an ad initially and you pay for it to boost a post, they'll show you how much of comes in through this sort of thing, how much came in socially, because people began to reshare your content. And resharing your content is really one of the big wins. This is another post that we just did. This is something I wrote years ago. We can't even boost it because there's too much text on it. There's 25,000 people with this rare disease who are in this group. 55,000 people saw this post. Why did so many people see it? I couldn't advertise it, I couldn't do anything. Because 1,385 of them shared it. And when they shared it, potentially all up to 250 of their friends saw the post. So the natural advertising, double, triple, quadruple the amount of people that are seeing ads from paid advertising, and realize that's going on all the time just with natural advertising.
What's too much
Too much text on the image, if it's more than 20% of text on the image, they won't run it as a paid ad.
How do you determine that? 'Cause I know that
They have a little thing that lets you see, but yeah, it's,
How do you visually determine that?
you have to visually figure that out, and it's a little bit weak, but
Yeah, 'cause I've done a few that have come back.
yep. So, right, that's a picture of a flux capacitor. Facebook advertising is a continual state of flux, right? Video ads, carousel ads, app ads, auto-populated autoresponders, donate and call to action buttons everywhere, detailed tracking and analytics, subscribing to event. Jim sent me an article just the other day. New ways for doing tracking and analytics. It goes on and on and on and on and on. It's a dynamic environment. So if you choose to play in it, right, as long as you're in that business, you're probably going to be choosing to be engaged to some degree, some reasonable percentage of the time, to stay on top of this. Right, when we're doing something new, Leslie and I, we look at 150 different things, and that list grows every time we do it. What might you think about? What might you do?
Yeah, 2 minutes, Tom.
So this is us, WiseTise, Facebook advertising. Leslie's in the front. We have books. I'm going to show you a political ad. Right? This was an election run. I got 2 minutes. I'm going to give you a real brief. Election run several years ago. The mayor hyper-targeted every single issue in a local election. Hyper-targeted an ad. Right? Had over 30 of them. Right? Including how to hand out bumper stickers. Including when someone called him a name. Including ads that made fun of the names. It was 8.7 million impressions, over 30 hyper-targets. Political campaign. The whole thing cost less than $2,000. And the guy won mayor by 480 votes. Who did it? This was done, this was a campaign run by a friend of mine. 480 votes, about $2,000 spend, threw the election his way, and he's managing a $150 million a year city budget. Yeah, Facebook matters. Right? If you were his opponent, Facebook matters. Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Tom. That was one of the most information-packed talks with good information, right? You guys learn something? Everybody learned something? Okay, so thank you. We're indebted to you. So now this is the 15-minute miracle, where we get all the way around the room. So your name, your company, what you do briefly, and then pass it around, and we'll get all the way around the room. And we're going to start up front here.
Hi, I'm Nancy Rojas Fairley. I am a creative marketing consultant with Jackson.
My name's Renee Meloche, and I'm a writer, and I guess that's all. Write a lot of children's books.
Missy Hawk, broker owner of Savvy Realty Group in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
I'm Jenny Moore from the nonprofit Food for Understanding.
Hi, I'm Vicky Gaynor. I'm a marketing educational consultant from Ann Arbor.
Hello, I'm Emily Riley. My company is Scientific Inc., and I do marketing management for life sciences companies.
Hi, Shamir Rosari. I help young companies with scalable product score.
I'm Matt Heddle, Director of Web Services at Washington Community College.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Carvacci, and I'm a web developer at Washington Community College.
Hi, I'm Steve Krupinski. I'm the Marketing Director of Michigan.
I am Melanie Del Vecchio, and I'm a marketing manager at Washington Community College.
Hi, I'm Robin Liddy, and I'm also a marketing manager at Washington Community College.
I'm Angela Hill, and I'm marketing at Washington Community College.
I'm Peter Gargaro, and I'm a creative media producer.
I'm Laura Crawford. I'm a freelance writer. I specialize in website content, content marketing, and brand journalism.
Hi, I'm Randy Cook. Started a new concept engine company. Wondering if I can do crowdsource funding on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. I'm manager of Affordable Computers.
Hi, I'm Mike Kessley,
I'm an HR consultant. If you ever hired somebody that didn't work out, I can help you with that.
I'm Diane Sheldon True. I have an agency that does digital marketing and process automation to help salespeople get back to closing deals.
Hi, I'm Janet Wolforth. I'm inventor of some products that make anesthetizing rodents safer for people and restrainers that make it more comfortable for the animal.
Tom Gallagher, Business Development and Sales Development for small and mid-sized companies. I specialize in consumer packaged goods.
My name is Kim Bruckle. Until recently, I was handling community relations for a locally owned Verizon store. I've since moved on, and now I'm evaluating part-time marketing opportunities that I can utilize in collaborative and relationship building skills to build a brand.
Hi everyone, I'm Kendra Kerr with Keller Williams Realty. Anyone can sell your home, I can sell it for more.
My name is Ginger Bogart, and I'm Kendra Kerr's assistant.
I am Michelle. I help young people make their dreams come true. My Facebook page is Michelle's College Essay Help.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Spence. I'm a marketing manager at Spry Ideas, and I'm also here to represent Celine Main Street as a volunteer.
Hi, my name is Samantha Nielsen. I am a team leader with Celine Main Street's promotion department, and we put on the events in downtown Celine.
Hi, my name is George Pariso. I make sales videos for businesses, fundraising videos for nonprofits, and short documentaries because, you know, that's what all the cool people are doing nowadays. My studio's name is Brainstream Creative.
Hi, my name is Marcy Greenfield. I own a company in town called Savory and Arbor, where we lead custom tours around town, and we're just putting all of our tours on a downloadable app, a free downloadable app, so look for that on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Tasha Moore with Martopia, which is a marketing and PR firm, and we help companies support their business goals.
Hi, I'm Kathy Wilder with Board Management Strategies, and I'm the secretary of Kiwanis Club of Ann Arbor.
Hi, I'm Katie Kidd. I'm an account executive at the Lindsay Exhibit Group. We work with a lot of marketing directors, building exhibits, trade show, manage design, help you anywhere you can.
Excellent presentation. My head is just spinning with ideas. My name is Linda Baker. I work for a nonprofit, and I'm putting on an event, so now if anyone wants to help me utilize this language as complimentary, I'm open to it. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Mike Diaz. I run an independent marketing consulting firm called Growth Canvas Consulting. I'm this year's chair for Marketing Minds, and my firm helps small and medium-sized companies to bring high-quality web traffic to their site and optimize for conversion. So thanks.
Hi, my name is Michelle Times, and I am a mom, and I represent moms who do crafts and sell and buy stuff with each other, which is a huge market.
Hello, my name is Stephanie. I'm with Taxco Solutions. We're one of the annual sponsors for this. And I have paperwork if anybody needs a checklist of deductions. And I'm a tax accountant, and then I do business development for the company.
So that's Stephanie from Taxco that I was telling you about earlier. They are our corporate sponsors, so thank you very much. So please, if you have accounting or tax questions, please stop and see her on your way out. My name is Jim Musial. In addition to my roles with LA2M, I'm also a digital consultant, and I help companies optimize their websites for mobile. So if you need help with your website to make sure it's mobile optimized, I'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you.
I'm Kevin. I work at HealPay, right downtown Ann Arbor, and we do enterprise payment solutions.
My name is Jordan Beecham, and I do marketing at Dexter Builders.
My name is Lance. I'm a co-founder of HealPay, and Kevin said I do enterprise payment solutions, mainly large hospitals and anyone that's doing major billing.
Hi,
I'm Katie Stuss from Color Image, and we specialize in trade show displays and event signage.
I am Barry Marshall, I'm the marketing manager for Rainbow Rehabilitation Centers. We do rehab services for people with brain and spinal cord injuries.
I am Caitlin Portwright. I'm the digital marketing specialist at Rainbow Rehab.
Hi, I'm Sandy Simon, and I'm a co-owner of Trillium Technology, a medical imaging company here in Ann Arbor.
I'm Claire Anderson, and I'm also a co-owner with Sandy here of Trillium Technology, and do a little bit of marketing, probably not enough.
Hi, I'm Penny Johnson, and I'm from the Book Industry Charitable Foundation. We provide financial assistance to people that work in bookstores.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Kuhn. I'm a freelance graphic designer who dabbles a little bit in social media, and I love working with Ann Arbor businesses.
Hi, I'm Bob O'Brien. I do consulting in market analysis and market research on technology products.
My name is Rana Matar, co-founder of Ariel company, which is a cutting-edge company. We deal with drones. We do aerial photography, so your real estate people here. We do videography from the air. Actually, I just done my own condo I put for sale on Zillow, 3 days, over 800 views, just because of that little aerial photography. We do mapping, surveying, weddings, anything that's from the air and outdoor, we do. So our website, Ariel, A-I-R, like air, IAL-drones.com.
Hi, I'm Greg Paffel. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway. I'm a realtor, also a musician and composer. And so this is a very appropriate topic for me. Thank you so much.
My name is Sarah Whippet, and I'm a real estate agent with the Reinhardt Company.
Hi, I'm Karen Morissette. I'm with Unique Cosmetics. We're the 3D Lash Ladies, and you've probably seen us all over Facebook.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I put my marketing company to the side to sell wine. I know, right? What a big decision. I do in-home wine tastings and corporate events, and also sell personalized wines for all the real estate people in here or others.
I'm Eric Shapiro. I'm with Rayle Corp, and we write mobile apps.
I'm Steve Elliott. Until recently, I worked in strategy and business development at a digital agency in New York. Then I left and drove all around the country, and now I am just writing about politics and looking for what's next.
Hi, I'm Jim, digital marketer, representing a couple of companies in digital engagement advertising, and I've got the first book. If you're wondering if there's value, I'm going to buy the second book, so there's value.
Hi, I'm Richard Dorr. I'm in product development at Johnson Controls.
Matt Stern. I'm the graphic designer and kind of the brand cop for Motawi Tile Works.
I'm Krista Quinn. I'm the marketing director for Motawi Tile Works. We're aggressive new marketing campaign of a new art tile every month starting in October, and thanks to Facebook, it's doing very well for us.
I'm Martin Smith, digital marketing strategist, and my company has a product called Conversion Automator that helps when someone signs up on a form on your website, we get you in touch with them by phone within 1 minute.
Hello, I'm Carol Trenback. I'm a former school media specialist, and I now am doing picture books, brand new picture books, and my company is Lakeside Publishing, MI.
Sabrina Gross. I'm a project manager, and I'm here because I help volunteer help nonprofits with their web pages.
Hello, I'm Heather Upjohn, and I'm new to the area. I'm in the process of starting a new business called Carton Blanche.
Hi, I'm Janet Max. I have my own business, Enhanced Endeavors. I'm a writer and editor. I write in a whole variety of formats and genres. You can have a couple cards today, and I'm the friendly blogger of today's session.
Hi, excuse me. Hi, I'm Jerry Markle. My business is Managing Your Mind. I work with the person who's gifted with a glitch, helping them be more productive, perhaps reducing distractions and increasing productivity.
Susan Harris, retired network engineering, U of M.
I'm Roger Rayle, a venture catalyst. Also run Ann Arbor Video Interest Group, which meets tonight, a2vig.org. Several of you are in video, and I know some of our members are here, so come tonight.
I'm Leslie Nagel. I have the privilege of working with Tom in Facebook advertising. And if you'd like to walk away with one more practical tip, if you visit us at WiseTise.com, we have a tool for you to help you hyper-target by creating custom audiences for your website. And if you'd like to buy a book, I'll be over here in the corner. Thanks for coming.
I'm Carter Sherwin from Print Studios. I'm a commercial editorial and portrait photographer, sometimes videographer, drone pilot, I'm senior photographer of Michigan Runner, Michigan Golfer magazine. So if you're a runner, I'm sure you've seen me, with a big lens in front of me. And if you're go to golf tournaments, go to the pro tournaments, you're going to see me, including the one's going to be here in May. All PGA is coming to Ann Arbor in May.
All right. You just witnessed a miracle.
Yeah.
Club 58, let's give something. Thank you. It warms my heart every time we make the time, because I'm anal about time. But yeah, so this was brilliant talk. Well, my name's Derek. I guess you know me. I teach at MSU. I'm a big Spartan fan. I run in Gen X and I do these things. I do a lot. Next month, April 13th, we have Keith Bourne, who some of you may have seen before, but he's a brilliant mobile marketing, mobile app guy, and he's going to be talking about mobile. So hopefully you'll come back to learn about that, because I think it's going to be a great topic, and really the future is mobile. Facebook advertising is really big on mobile, obviously. If you look at your analytics, you see that most of your visitors, about half, should be from mobile. So it's good to pay attention to and see where it's going. So that's that. Let's give Tom Meloche one last round of applause. Please feel free to stick around and talk to people. I know some of you are finishing lunch. Hold on, Jim wants to say something.
So, yeah, for those of you that are finishing up your lunch, the staff's coming through with your bills. Be patient with us. We've got a pretty large crowd. We'll get through it quickly, but try to stay in your area so that they can find you and get you back your cash or your credit card. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, so thank you folks for coming. It was a great program. Go out and help others make money. We'll see you next time, next month. And thanks. Bye.